Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans. What we do around here, is audio series on a variety of health, relationship, business, and mental health related topics in a variety of fashions. Got over 650 of these available. Hopefully, helpful to you. We try to be as consistent as we can. Usually here multiple times a week. Used to be daily. Sometimes my schedule doesn't allow that, but trying to be here as often as I can. If you want to be more successful in your life and maintain balance, coaching is a great way to do that. Would love for you to reach out to me if that's something you're passionate about. Um, and ultimately would love to connect with you in a deeper way on that. And the way to do that, you can either go into the About Me section of this YouTube page, or you can reach out through the at PO Perception Twitter account. Either way, that's an awesome way to go about it. In any event, the more driven your questions and all that is, we can certainly get you to a good place, hopefully. And so this is part of the Rules for Success series. I know there's other channels that do it. I kind of started doing it here. The first is be honest. And sometimes it's brutally honest. If you really don't like something, say so. Now, say it kindly, but don't sugarcoat things. Finding ways to sugarcoat how you really feel, finding ways to sugarcoat, so that you avoid conflict, doesn't give you the ability to live an authentic life. And so the realities of living authentically means that you're not going to be in relationship or in agreement with everyone the way you'd like to be a lot of the time. Next thing is you got to deal with hate. Look, there may be certain situations you hate, certain social issues that bring out rage or anger or real negative emotions. There may be people that have hurt you and harmed you, and you haven't worked through the hate of them. Now, I'm not advocating that hate is a good place to be. It's not. However, trying to deny that hate exists within you is the same as trying to deny that love exists within you, and neither of these is going to be healthy. The emotion's going to come to the surface in one way or another anyway. And so rather than deny that you have hatred towards, for example, I have hatred towards anyone that would victimize a child in a physical abuse or sexual abuse way. That is because of my own life experiences and having been through both of those things. There, while I can understand the psychology that makes a person do these things from a medical standpoint, I have hatred for people that make that choice. Now, that doesn't mean I won't talk to them. It also doesn't mean that I am going to go out and do harm to them. But I acknowledge that that group of people is something that raises something in me I'd rather not deal with but need to. And so that is an important, and you have them too. We all do. That's important. The next thing is to focus on resilience. The belief in core that you can be resilient, that you can solve problems and see things in a new light whenever you need to, is essential to continual, consistent, and markable progress. So resiliency doesn't necessarily mean that you have every answer to every question ever made, and it just means that you believe above all other things that you will find solutions to the challenges that are in front of you, and you believe in your ability to, the next thing in line, push through your emotions. Now, it doesn't mean don't acknowledge your emotions, and this is where most people get stuck. I acknowledge that there are times I deal with sadness. I acknowledge there are times I deal with anger. There are times I deal with things that I'd rather not. But that's the whole key. Acknowledgement that I deal with and release, find an outlet for, and move forward. To try to make it so that you don't have these emotions at all is, number one, denying the way your brain works from a kinesthetic and neurosynaptic fashion. But number two, also make things um, harder on yourself, because the energy you're wasting trying to push away from the acknowledgement that you have these emotions could be better used, expelling them, getting rid of them, and finding ways to work through and around them. And the next is build a team. Look, you're only one person. I'm only one person. The more people you have on your team that have expertise, that have the willingness to serve, that have the willingness to help, that have ways to make you grow mentally, emotionally, or in any other way, the easier it is to find ways to get to a better place within yourself, long and short term. When you begin to understand the value in getting to places by having a team and a group of people that maybe cover the fact that you don't want to do something or cover the fact that you're not good at something, the easier it is to focus on what you're good at, but also accomplish the things that require skill sets or emotional stabilities that you don't want. The next is studies success. So study the people that are where you want to be or are wider than you've ever wanted to be. Study the people who are focused on progress. Study the people who are have overcome things that you're dealing with right now. The more you study the people that are where you want to be and are willing to go where you want to go, the easier it'll be to overcome your own challenges. Invest your time and energy well. Think about the actions you take on a consistent basis. Think about the ways that you can get to a better place within yourself in a more meaningful way so that you begin to understand the value of what you're trying to accomplish. Every moment counts. You don't get it back, you can't recreate it, but the way that you make decisions should be based or can be based upon the overall outcome and output of what you're trying to achieve. The next and last thing is be a warrior and conquer fear. So we all get afraid. And acknowledging that we're afraid actually makes us more manly or womanly or balanced than pretending we're not afraid. To say you're not afraid of something, I have very few things I'm afraid of, but the things I am afraid of, I am like petrified. I am scared of heights because of my vision. I'm scared of spiders because, well, they're spiders. And snakes are the same thing. I'm scared of getting into so much physical pain that I can't make concrete decisions. These are things that scare me. There's only three or four, but the acknowledgement, the acknowledgement of them and the willingness to try and work through them is far better than pretending that they don't exist. So anyway, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.